Hey, Wonder Friends, are you ready to learn how to draw something really silly? How about a hot dog kid? Yes, you heard me right, a hot dog kid.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends. Time for Wonder Friends Show! Yeah, all right!
I was sitting around my studio and I was thinking about how much fun it would be to create a kid out of a non-kid thing. I thought, what if a kid was made out of a hot dog? What would it look like? So let's draw it. A hot dog kid, or a kid diggity, or a hot doggy kitty. What would you name it? The best thing is all that you need to draw it is a piece of paper, something to draw with, and a willingness to try. If you need to pause the video to go grab some ketchup and mustard, that's cool. I'll wait right here. If not, let's start drawing. Okay, Wonder Friends, we're gonna draw a hot dog kid. Okay, this is uncharted waters. It's completely new and it will be totally fun, I promise. The first thing we need to do is we need to wake up our brains, and on Wonder Friends we call this a mindful moment. And how we do this is super easy. I would like for you to set up big and tall, wiggle your toes, be here now with me, take a deep breath, and you can say this out loud or to yourself. I am me. I matter. I try my best. I am super fantastic. Yes, you are super fantastic, and that was totally awesome. Okay, before we start, I want to remind everybody, you are not going to draw like me. You are going to draw like you, and that is totally awesome. Because if we all drew the same, how boring would that be, right? I love the fact that you're going to draw something very cool along with me, and I cannot wait to see what yours look like. Now, typically I like to use these big Sharpies, but I'm going to use this little one today because I get a little more details in here, and I really want to show you how to create a really fun character. Now, I'm going to tell you, I am working on a book right now that does have a hot dog character, but it's not a hot dog kid. We're going to make a kid out of a hot dog. Now, also, I want to let you know that you can make this hot dog any way you want. So, I'm going to work along with you, give you some tips and pointers, and you can make your own kind of hot dog if you want to do that too. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with just a hot dog shape. All right. I want you just to make some sort of shape like a hot dog. Just like that, right? Kind of looks like a hot dog, right? And sometimes when you eat hot dogs, when they're in a string, they have these little like extra parts. And we're going to use that extra parts to kind of give us little hair. I don't know what the extra parts are called. I don't even know if it's called extra parts. Maybe somebody out there knows what they're called. But these things, I'm just going to call like this, extra parts. Okay, that's what that is. That's the technical term for it. And I want to put 2 eyeballs on here, and I'm going to use just 2 ovals. These are also zeros, so you can put them right next to each other if you want. And if you want to make your character a boy or a girl, that's totally up to you. If you want to make the character like you, if you want to do some stuff, maybe you have some fun ponytails today, you can do that. Maybe you have some crazy bedhead today, you can do that. You can add any other things to this. I'm just going to draw kind of like, I guess mine looks like a boy, but not really a boy. It's just a hot dog kid. Now I want to put a line down here, and this is going to be for like the top of the t-shirt, okay? So you can kind of do that. And I want you to put one more down here towards the bottom. So this is kind of like, so you can see what we're doing here is we're making like, think of it this way, shirts, and then pants part, right? Now, we're going to put, I want our hot dog kid to have a backpack on, all right? And how we're going to do that, I'm going to teach you kind of an easy way to draw a backpack. And right above the t-shirt, if you think about when you wear a backpack, it goes above your shoulder, right? And so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to treat this top line like pretend that's your shoulder. And we're just going to draw a line just like that, okay? And that little line goes right there. And on this side, we're going to draw another line, but it's going to curve a little bit with that line, and we're going to make it cut over a little bit. Now, if it goes over top of your line and you're working with a marker like I do, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to worry about that. Now, to get our sleeves of our t-shirt, we're going to keep this very simple by just adding a line like this. And it's kind of like a little triangle. is what that line ends up being like. It's kind of like a square, but you push the sides in just a little bit. And we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. But this one, I want you to curve it just a little. Okay? Just give it just a little bit of a curve. Okay? Now, for arms, we're going to keep it really simple because sometimes the hands and arms can be very hard. I just want us to draw just some lines. It's just going to be straight lines down. Okay? And when you get to the end of the hand or the arm, I want you just to put a circle in there. Now, hands are very hard to draw. If you've ever tried to draw a cartoon hand, it can be really difficult to do. So I want to show you how to do it very simple. So that circle that I drew at the end, if I fill that in, and I just put little hot dogs on it, okay? On each one. We're just going to put four. So we got a thumb and 3 fingers. Keeps it easy, right? And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Fill in that circle. And just put yourself 3, 4 little hot dogs on there. That's a very simple way to draw some hands. So you don't really have to worry about getting into too many details like that. Keep it very easy for you. Now for some legs. I just want you to draw some straight lines down, guys. We're gonna keep this very easy on how to draw the things that could be really hard. Feet could be really hard. Hands could be really hard. These are really easy ways to not get discouraged on drawing those things, but just making them because nobody's judging the feet right now. So, and then we're going to draw, just make yourself like a little oval on each side and fill it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just have some fun with it. Okay, now we're going to put another line on this t-shirt because like if you look at your collar of your t-shirt, there's like 2 different things on there. And then for the mouth, here's what I would like for you to do. Go all the way back up here and you're just going to draw a line just like that. It's just like a little half circle. And then we're going to give it a big cartoon smile, okay? And how we do that, it's just literally a dip down and over, just like so. Now, right now, it just looks like it's just a shape. But this is how we're going to turn it into a mouth opened up. Now, I get it. It's a hot dog kid. There's probably not teeth in hot dogs. But let's say that we're going to have this, if this was a kid, we would have teeth, right? And we're going to draw that by putting just a straight line down on that top line. And draw a parallel line. Now, a parallel line sounds really confusing, but all it is a line that runs along another line. So just draw a line that goes right beside that top of the smile. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the bottom that goes along that side. Now, in between those, I would like for you just to draw a straight line down, and let's put a little bump in there. That little bump is going to be the tongue, and we'll show you how to do that when we start coloring that. And I'm going to fill in everything but that bump there. Okay, just like so. Now let's put some see things in there, so that way it can see things. And let's put some brows, some eyebrows. We're gonna arch them up just like this. Just like that, guys. Now, here's where I would like for you to customize it and make it your own stuff. I'm gonna put some ears. I'm gonna put an ear right here, and then you make a line like this and a little bump like back like that. That's a great way to make some ears. Now, guys, here's where I would like for you to start customizing this thing as you start to put in any extra details before we get ready to color. If you want to put hair on it, now's the time. If you want to put a hat on it, you can do that. If you want to put ponytails on it, what kind of design would you like to put on the t-shirt? I'm just going to do a star. I'm just going to keep it pretty simple and just draw a star. But maybe you want to draw the t-shirt that you have on today. Oh, and I forgot to finish the back of the backpack. So remember how we made this line just like this? You're going to do the same thing, but just make it a little bit bigger. So curve it out there, stop it right at the sleeve, and pick it right back up at the bottom of the sleeve. And then you can add like little lines on each side. And if you want, you can add something like a little, you know, sometimes your backpacks have those little, like a little pocket on the side. You can put little X's, a pattern like that, and that kind of shows the edge there, stuff like that. But But feel free to start changing this up, making it yours. Maybe you want to make the hot dog kid just like you. You can put your t-shirt design you have on your shirt right now on here. You can put some pigtails on there. You can put some extra hair. You could do all those things like that. I picked out some colors before I got started here, and I'm going to color this in. Now, if you want to color with crayons or pencils or anything like that, feel free to. You can totally do all that stuff like that. If you want to keep drawing on yours, it's really simple. Just pause the video and you can pick up coloring it later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the process so that way you don't have to watch me color. I'm going to speed it up right now. Okay guys, if we want to start finishing up and adding some extra details on here, here's how we kind of do it. You can take your fine point markers and you can add in, if you want, a line like this. It helps show that there's some ground there. Maybe there's some things you want to add in here, like little lines for the t-shirt, just to give little details. Maybe a little, little dots for some fun effects as far as like freckles or anything like that. You can add all those things in there. If you want to clean up any of your lines and make them a little better, those are types of things that you can do. One thing that I really want to just point out to you guys is like, how much you're going to go over the line sometimes when you color and stuff like that, and you think that maybe sometimes we can think that, oh no, I ruined it, it doesn't look as good, or any of those things like that. It's okay. Because here's the thing, I went over a bunch on my lines. These markers that I'm using are pretty new to me, so I'm still kind of like learning how to use them a little bit. So there's going to be mistakes, and that's okay. Just because you make mistakes doesn't mean you are a mistake. Things just happen sometimes. We're humans and we're not perfect. And this is a great way to kind of show it and just be okay with it. And you can always kind of go back and clean up your lines and do those things, but I really don't want you guys to get caught up on it not being perfect, because it's not going to be. There's some things about this that I would love to change, but you know what? I think it's pretty fun. I think it turned out pretty cool for making a hot dog kid. Now, make sure that you sign your name on this so everybody knows who created this awesome piece of art. It was really fun drawing a hot dog kid with you, and I hope you had as much fun as I did. Don't forget, Wonder Friends, creativity is a magic moment between you and the paper. Your mission isn't to draw just like me. You gotta draw just like you. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!